click the record button and say, yo, what up? How's it going, man?
It's going great.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Shoto 3, huh?
Yes.
All right, hit me with a pitch. What's going on with this cool Shoto deck?
I love the freeze ability, and I just am fascinated now with the ability to just stun your opponent out on their turn.
For the enhance or whatever?
Yes. So you'd stun them out on their turn whenever they throw the first attack, and you whatever characters you have start committing and freezing whatever you don't like on their board, and then electric jolt whatever else, and then you crawling ice geyser on your turn to freeze so that they still can't bring anything back.
Sure. That's fair. Huh. Yeah, I dig it. So what do you need my help with is the question.
Rounding out, I feel like I threw in so many different attacks that seemed neat, but it kills, but I feel like I need to cut stuff or just make it more consistent.
Okay. So let's talk about your list. 67 cards. Thoughts on that number?
I like it around 67.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna add anything into your sideboard because it looks like you got plenty of options. I just want to talk about like what you got going on. The number one, the first thing that I can see when it comes to this deck, truthfully, is both Whiplash and Shocking Entrance. They both do the same thing.
That is true, but one was a 5-diff, and I have quite a few 5-diffs in the deck. And one was a 4-diff, and the block zone.
Yeah, totally. I completely agree. So why have Whiplash in here?
Printed 6 damage. Does have EX, and its deadlock is pretty good.
So you think that it is worth having, even though there's like other things like let me pull it back. This slot, because if it's the mid block and then the deadlock and then it's not 6 damage, but this could just be Ice Storm. I'd like a 2 of. Right? 2 mid block, breaker 2. Breaker also makes them commit foundations because their check is worse. So if they want to play the card, they have to commit to it.
That is true.
This card does get you the 0-diff, which you need, but so does this card. This card's got a 1 mid block. That other card's got a 2 mid block. I think there's just like there's value there, right? Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, having 5 cards that go fit your character card, I don't necessarily know if you need that per se, you know? I like the cat claws face grab. I think this card is neat. It's here just because it's a throw that you can get the stats to.
Yeah, it's just a throw that can stack it, make it 10 damage.
Love it. And you have it in here because it's a 4-diff, right?
Yes.
Thoughts on Zero Gravity Lift, even though it's a 5-diff. It actually has text. I don't think this bottom enhance is ever going to really matter because by the time that you stun them, they're going to stun the face downs first. So like, and then if they've got a bunch of cards and you're like, commit a face down foundation, it's not going to, I just don't think it's going to matter. You know?
Yeah, the text is almost never comes up.
Yeah.
What is Zero Grav Lift's text?
It's while it's in your momentum, you can remove it to take a card from your card pool and put it in your momentum. So use 0 Grav Lift on a turn prior, then build, and then you can play Electric Jolt, stun them, 0 Grav Lift, move the Electric Jolt into momentum on your aggressive turn, flip Jolt, commit the thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah. Yeah, so let me go steal lift. All right. 0 Gravity Lift. We'll put it in our here. It's this card. It's this card here.
Oh. It's also 6 damage.
It is also 6 damage. So like it's like the same amount of damage. The only issue is a 5-diff, right? This is a 3 high block. This is a 3 high block. Like this is like it's down for this just to be the same card, you know?
Yeah.
The question is, are you down to have another 5-diff in your deck? Which I think you should be, as long as like if we could take this and make it a 4-diff, I think you should be okay. You're just like swapping them.
Yeah, we can swap them.
Let's give it a shot. And then Ice Storm.
Ice Storm. That is.
It's this guy.
I tried playing Ice, or no, I didn't try playing Ice Storm. I was playing a different one. Not be blocked by attack.
Frigid Heatwave, you mean?
Yeah, I tried Frigids, but
Yeah.
I just wasn't seeing the amount of range that I wanted.
Yeah, with things like Electric Jolt, you had the Whip and now Zero Gravity Lift, and is this card ranged? It is. Yeah, you could maybe get away with it, but it's just not needed. But this card I think is very, very good in your deck. Playing this at the end, they've got like one card left in their hand, and you go, hey, this thing can't be blocked by attack cards. They look at their kill condition they were going to try and kill you with later, and you're like, +5 damage, and you're like, well, a powerful 3. You're like,
yeah,
okay. It's just like a 4-diff copy of Indiscriminate Shock without being Indiscriminate Shock.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
I'm
why isn't Indiscriminate Shock at more?
It's a 5-diff, and I wanted to run other different 5-diffs as well.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
Yeah, I'm good replacing it with Ice Storm.
I love that. How has Extendo Hairstrike worked out for you?
It feels amazing.
Yeah?
It feels great. I'll throw a Jolt, pass on a 5, throw an Extendo Hair, pass on a 6, and then I'll commit out 10. I'll have 4 momentum because I've poked with Electric Jolt or a momentum.
Yeah.
Or what is it? A throw, and then I'll make it a 48 speed for half their health or full health because I've poked them.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I think this card's super, super cool when you can make it work. I dig it. Let's talk about foundations. I'm gonna go grab, because I think that's where the deck is. I'll say it lacking a little bit. Let's
Yeah.
Let's go nab some stuff in. While we're here, Uraka's Encouragement. Sell me on this card.
That's actually something that I was about to take out. I tested it and I was like, yeah, I gotta start putting characters in my hand, but it's also a board check and a 3 difficulty, and it's removes.
Yeah.
So that's probably first on the chopping block to get out.
Not that great, to be honest. Okay. All right. I've tossed some cards into your sideboard. Let's talk about them. First and foremost, Forced Quirk Activation. This card says enhance destroy to destroy one of their cool cards, and /or enhance remove, add either Zero Gravity Lift or Jolt to your momentum. So you are trading a foundation on board for either having Jolt or Zero Gravity Lift, and /or just having a momentum for Extendo Hair, Giant Ice Wall, Ice Storm. Just depends on like what you want or need, you know. Up next, we've got Expanding Capacity. Discard 2 momentum. Move gets 3/3. It says that everything has EX 1.5 and powerful 1.5, which is kind of good. Maybe like a 1-of. Feeling cute. Insane you're not playing this card, especially combined with Extendo Hairstrike. Just gives more speed to your super cool move. Destroy one of your foundations and it gets a speed. Destroy one of your committed foundations, right? You commit it for a damage, you commit it for a speed, and then you EX it harder. Shock Treatment is Jolt on a foundation, and it also is Jolt from a momentum, right? So like you have one Shock Treatment, you have Jolt, you go flip Jolt, selectively commit, use Shock Treatments, discard momentum, selectively commit, destroy Shock Treatment, selectively commit. That's commit 3 foundations on the resources. So that's +3 damage from Todoroki.
Jesus.
Yeah. And it's all selected. Like, you get to pick. So that one, gone. Irrefutable. Irrefutable says that you get to seal cards. So all the anti-stun cards that you have, things like resistance, things like it can't be fixed. You just commit, seal them, and then continue to do the thing. Does your character say seal then commit? No, it doesn't even seal. It says commit and freeze. And so like I think because of how much committing you are doing to your opponent, it is very easy for them to punish your stun stuff. And then lastly, you've just got frozen, which is very similar to what Feeling Cute's doing. Destroy one of your committed foundations in order to commit another, to give your move stun one, essentially. Feels very good into the character that has indiscriminate shock on their face. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. How does any of this fit your fancy? Were any of those cards, do you think, good enough to warrant being inside of your deck?
Shock treatment, 100%.
Okay.
I didn't realize that was technically a 3 stun with 1 card.
It's a 3 stun
like
with Jolt.
Yeah, with Jolt. I tried Feeling Cute for a while. I just didn't like not being able to kill on the turn that I want to use the +1 speed. And then having down foundations from my opponent, and they just wipe me.
Sure.
With the 5 diffs that I have, I can't string out as much.
Fair.
We can probably throw Irrefutable in as like a 1 or a 2 of.
I love it.
Force Quirk seems cool, but I don't know if I could run it. I have a lot of 2-check difficulty or 2 difficulty foundations.
You're playing Chaos, so like you've got a lot of really good spam as well. It's just really like finding like what makes the most sense pulling out. But yeah. I get that. I get that feeling, right? And we're already gonna be taking out like Encouragement is just gone, right? It just got replaced by the Irrefutables. We could easily take First Day of Class and put it down to a 2 of just for the Force Quirk, and that would be fine. Not like you're not missing your low blocks. Cool and Tough. This card is 100% a sideboard card. This is not a mainboard card. You don't need this mainboard even a little bit. The Deadlock is not worth having this card since you already have basic training. Maybe if they like did something about basic training, like there was Deadlock responses also once per turn, you could talk about Cool and Tough as like a Deadlock threat. This card's just not good enough because of how inconsistent specific symbols are about momentum hate, right?
Got you. Yeah, I have it in there because a majority of my locals run Capture, and they just love to get rid of my momentum.
That is fair. That's what you get for being greedy and hoarding it all.
Yep.
You could do things like really easy, like cutting Do I Know You down to like a 3 of, right, in order to find room for like to widen your net and like have more cool card text available to you. But yeah, I would like if I was gonna go play this at a big event, Cool and Tough would be gone. It'd be exclusively in the sideboard. Do I Know You easily gets to be a 3 of. It's incredible in your deck, but like you don't need it. With all the 5 diffs, I get First Day of Class. Makes total sense to me. My big thing is like, I just want to. Oh, I guess we're back down to 67. I mean, that is the number we started with.
That is true.
That is the number we started with.
We can replace Cool and Tough with.
I mean, if we were to do it, it would be like I would say either Frozen or Feeling Cute, because the other thing that these cards do is they are what I call lock breakers, and they're relevant lock breakers on offense. You already have a lock breaker on defense, but these are lock breakers on offense that do a thing. It feels very bad to destroy a foundation with release on your turn, so you don't get deadlock punished, right? It feels good to give your move +1 speed to make that not happen. A thing that you need, no, because you already have the 4 release, but like it does not feel bad.
Okay.
At the same time, right? You're still at our number. Our block zones look decent enough, right? Like if you're saying that this is locals tech and this is a locals deck, run it. Just run it, right? If it's working, then make it happen.
Yeah. I might just keep it and run it.
Love it.
It's my locals deck that I'm starting to love.
Here's I guess the last card that I want to talk about. Just because it's so insane. It's this one. This card is nuts. This card in a control character can easily just win you the game all by your lonesome, right? You start selectively committing the cool cards that they have, and then when they try to fight back against it by using enhances, using enhances that would matter or be really big. You just get to commit 2 foundations and cancel, and you get to like re-ready them with requesting assistance and stuff. Like, you just get to like do really, really cheeky stuff with like what League of Villains has got going on. I love this card as a one of in every 7 hand size character. I think 7-handers should be playing League of Villains. Heck, some 6-handers should be playing League of Villains.
I'm down to run it. I didn't realize that was on the same symbol I was running them on.
Yeah. This card, like, you ready? Did you see that the All Might deck the All Might 4 deck that was running around this past weekend?
Yes, I did.
This card beats it.
Oh shit, yeah.
All powerful and it's at 70 damage. No. All right, I'll take 6. All right, you're good. Go ahead. I'll take 6. It's fine. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this card just beats that deck.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. I think this is it though, man. I think the number one thing that I would take and do some small changing is this card is not fair in your character, like, genuinely not fair. And this is one of the 2 symbols you get to run it on. I would maybe have Extendo Hairstrike be a cheeky one of and put this up to the 3 of, because I think this is just going to be more consistent killing them later on. But that is really whenever like I'll Indiscriminate Shock as my 3rd card. I've committed out their entire board. We have stunned everything. I'll give it the damage with a Indiscriminate Shock. I'll give my 5 damage to Todoroki. I'll Cremation. Oh, I won the game. Because it's a 6 speed. That does literally. I mean, this card
20.
This card does 20 damage by itself. So like seeing that turn more consistently is just like, this is how you kill people without having to commit your whole board in order to try and do it, right? This is a very cool Spirit Bomb. This just does it by accident.
That is fair. I'm down to bump Hairstrike down to a 1 of, and then just keep one on the sideboard if I feel like I want Hairstrike.
With that said, Hairstrike, way cooler card than whatever Indiscriminate Shock is doing. Indiscriminate Shock, lame card. Extendo Hairstrike, cool card. If you wanted to, the other thing you could do, honestly, is I have liked Whiplash, Whip Strike, whatever the twice card is that picks up the character card at a 2 of in like every deck that I play. You could also just take Shocking Entrance down to a 2 of and put in the other Extendo Hair if you really, really, really want to. I don't necessarily recommend it because it's 4 diff, 5 diff, but it's a thing you can't do.
I tried the Whiplash for a bit, and I just didn't like the feeling of clogging up my card pool when I have so many 5 diffs.
Yeah.
Just to hopefully stack in a 2/2.
Yeah. Fair. Very, very fair. Any final thoughts you got?
I think you helped me round this out to where it needs to be.
Oh yeah, man. I'm glad I could help. Stay on the line long enough for me to shoot you the list, and then you have a good rest of your night, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.